Hi folks, this is Vicki at patternprincess.com. I'm going to show you how I'm going to join these two retro daisy square grannies using the invisible stitch. I thought that would be the best one for this handbag that I'm making. So what I like to do is I like to put the wrong sides together. That's the inside parts. And then I just line up. And if you have a long square or a long thing that you're joining, you might want to actually clamp things together to hold them in place to make sure that your stitches line up. But so far I haven't had a problem with that, but it's always an option. And I'm going to use the other end because this is the one that I just cut. So I'm going to get, when I thread my yarn into my needle, I like to twist a little bit. I squeeze on it, and then I am able to shove it through the eye of the needle. Okay, so that's ready. And I have a really long piece because I want to make sure it's as long as this. I usually go double or triple the size I'm going to do, especially when I'm going to join these two squares to the other 6 squares. I may just use the yarn that I have hanging off of one side for this, and I don't have to join and weave in extra yarn ends. So I have my stitches lined up across from each other. I don't know if you can see that. They're lined up pretty nicely. So all I do is I insert my hook in the middle of the bump. Right there. I'm going to hold my hand up so it's really nice and close. Right in the middle of that bump. All you do is insert your hook. And I'm going to bring my yarn through it. I'm still going to leave, I don't know, it's still probably a good 10-inch tail on the other side. And I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing with the same stitches right here. Can you see that? I'm just going to bring through my yarn. Get rid of that. All right. Now I'm going to come back over to this side. And I go through it's like you're going underneath in the middle of the, like here's your 2 loops, right? And you're just going to put your needle underneath. There's like a middle loop right there. And that's where I'm going to put the hook, or the needle, I should say. And then I bring it through, and I'm going to go through on the other side and do that next stitch right across the way. And I just keep going back and forth, and about every inch or so, I'll pull it gentle, snug, but pull it snug, but be gentle about it. And this is, I think I've chosen to use this yarn, this gold here yarn all the way through. It really wouldn't matter. I could use any of the colors as I work through. And all we do is we just continue to go back and forth. And I'm going to pull this in just a minute. And you will see how you really can't see my stitches. Every once in a rare while, you're going to have one peek through. There, I just give that a little gentle tug and see that, how nice that is. And now we just continue on. And once you tug it, some of the stitches kind of get pulled in with it. So you got to make sure you just go to the next stitch. And that's all we do is I'm going to go back and forth along this whole thing. And every 4 or 5 stitches, I'm going to give it a gentle tug. It's as simple as that. And when I get to the other side and I pull this, I'm finished with my last part, pulling it snug, then I'm going to show you what this looks like, okay? But I'm just going to keep going all the way to the other end. There we go. And I'll keep pulling it, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get to the other side. Okay, I just got to the other end here. And you can see this is how it looks on the back. And then this is how it looks on the front. So if you look really close, there's a little bitty bit peeking through here. And then a little bitty bit peeking through here. Otherwise, I don't see any peeking through. And that's the invisible join. And so I'm going to continue to make my rectangles like this. And then I'm going to use the same method to sew all of the rectangles together into my bag.